Come on now, b-boy style. So right now I got Jason from Burn Money Music and Yellow Trash Can sitting in the hot seat once again. This is their third, fourth time on the show, must be. And he brought an artist that he's been working with, Tiff2icy, and it's her first time on the show. So the two of you, welcome back to the Rip City Basement. Jason, welcome for the first time, Tiff.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's good to have you on the show. What are you wearing? Your outfit is slamming, like, right? Like, just, that is smoking hot. I like that. Like, whoa, come on now. Those fur, like the boots and stuff?
Yeah, they're leg warmers.
Okay, leg warmers. You look fly.
Appreciate it.
So this is your first time on the basement. Why don't we start with
on radio in general? Yeah.
On radio in general? Oh,
yeah.
Wow, that's it. This is
better music played, but you know.
This is awesome. I'm stoked to have you then. Tell everybody and tell all the listeners out there here in the Portland area, how did you even get started with this music stuff?
Get started in music? I mean, I've been doing music ever since I was a baby. Like, I love music. Ever since I was little, I always wanted to be like a singer, play piano and shit. And then once I got older, I was like, I was watching like American Idol, you feel me? And I was like, that's finna be me. Like, I'm finna be up there. I'm not gonna be that shit. And so I just always wanted to pursue music. I learned like piano, I learned guitar, just all the things I needed to know so I could write songs. And then when I graduated, I was like, I want to move to like a city kind of so I can just get my music out there and actually get in the studio, because I'd never been in the studio before. And so I moved here and I was just like trying to get into studios, and finally I did, and it just went from there.
That's awesome. Where did you move from?
I moved from Albany. So I was born in Miami, Florida, and then I was adopted when I was a baby to Albany, and then I moved here a couple years ago.
Okay. Albany, Oregon?
Oregon, yeah.
Oh, okay. There's like 3-4 Albany's in the United States. You never really know.
People ask me if it's Albany, New York all the time.
Because they kind of sense that.
Sometimes I let them think. I'm like, cool, whatever.
Whatever. Miami girl coming over the West Coast, Albany, and then you come up to the P. Was Burn Money the first studio that you found, or how did?
No,
who was it?
Actually, I went through so many times. I tried to go to the studio, and it was just niggas was just weird, you know, just trying to get at me. So I just like wasn't vibing. And then eventually, one of my homegirls like heard me writing. My friends would always like hear me writing shit, and they'd be like, "Listen to her music, like it's fire." And I was like, "Don't show them." Like I'm nervous. Like don't show them. I'm shy. Whatever. Yeah. And then my friend was dating somebody that's like a kind of in the industry out here. 3 a.m.
Oh yeah, I know 3 a.m.
And she was like, her shit's fire, like you need to listen to her stuff. And then he listened to my stuff, and immediately he was like, oh yeah, come to the studio with me. And then I recorded first with, his name's True Van Gogh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right
and
on.
then I just started going for studios. I went to like DB Nation, like random studios. But yeah, I've been like all over.
That's what's up. And you found a solid home and a solid good group of people to work with at Burn Money Music. Tell me how that got. How did that start?
How did that? I think Jason just like reached out to me on like Instagram, was like, let's.
Yeah, it was like, this shit's tight. Come on, let's make some records.
Okay.
And I was like, at first I was like, what's going on? Like, I don't know. I was like, does this nigga want to feature or something? Like, what's going on? And then I pulled up and we just recorded, and it was dope. It was cool. It was a vibe from the jump. We made like 2-3 songs the first session we ever did.
Wow.
And it was like, yeah,
we did 20 songs in 2 weeks.
Yeah, from the first 2 weeks we met.
And 14 of them were full songs, 6 of them were verses and hooks, just like kind of missing.
Was this you and Snugs on the production?
Yeah.
Both of us on and off, mainly just us two, and Sam would come in sometimes.
Man, that's work. That's a lot of work in a short period of time.
I like to work. I don't know. I like to work.
That's what's up.
And when you provide me with the beats that I can really just catch on and be vibing, like it's
That's so cool. So I think I saw you in the studio with another female artist, and there was like, that's when I first got turned on to your music. You know, I saw you working with Jason at Burn Money. Who was it that you were in the booth with, like doing like a back and forth
Was it when
thing?
I was in the booth? Wait.
It was recently.
At Burn Money?
Yeah.
Was I in the booth with Leah?
Leah from the P.
Yeah, Leah from
That's
the
what
P.
it was.
Yeah,
That's what it
she
was.
just came to kick it. It was a vibe. That was a vibe. Yeah.
Okay. Do you guys have music together?
We actually don't. We've
Not
been talking about it though. We're definitely gonna work.
Okay. So what was it like the first time you jumped on a mic? Period. Like the first time you got behind the mic, did you know how to attack it, or did you surprise yourself? Like what was the vibe?
I think I was just kind of fiending a little bit. Like I was ready for it because I wanted to get in the studio for so long that I was just like ready to do it. I was nervous because my first time of being in the studio, there was actually like hella niggas in the studio, and I was like, I'm so nervous. Like I was doing R&B at the time too, so I'm like singing some toxic girl shit, and Yeah, you know, and then it's
Toxic
just
girl.
dudes like sitting there.
It's like, this song's about you guys.
But literally,
I already know all of you.
like,
You're all the same.
Take notes. This is how we feel for real.
That's how we feel.
Yeah, but it was definitely cool, and the song came out really fire. And people still tell me like it was my first song I put out, but people still tell me like that's like their favorite song, and that's crazy to me because that's really the first song I ever did.
Wow. What was it called?
It was called Medicine.
Is it still out?
Yeah.
Online? Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up. What was your, I know you said American Idol, you like were watching all that
Yeah.
stuff, but what was your influences? Like, what were you listening in your bedroom? Like back in their school days, what was like the whole, when you like fell in love and like, oh my gosh, I gotta do this. What were the songs?
Yeah.
What were the artists?
I think honestly from the jump, naturally, like when I was young, like really, really young, I always would just write. Like I would just write songs and then like show them to my family, be like, listen to me sing, everybody, you know. And then kind of when I got older, I listened to a lot of like Lauryn Hill, Erica. My mom listened to a lot of Gladys Knight. My brothers listened to a lot of like Kevin Gates, Jay-Z, Kanye, all that. So I definitely got a big like jumble of.
Yeah, that's a broad range.
Artists. Yeah, the range is crazy.
Wow. I love that. Okay, now I gotta ask a personal question. What was like forever from back then even to today? What was and what is your go-to shower song? Everybody's got that song in the shower that they're like, oh, I bust to this one when no one's around. What was yours?
Go-to shower song?
Go-to. What's the one that you just confident in
I'm
when
not
you do
gonna
it?
lie, it's low-key What the Hell by Avril Lavigne.
By Avril Lavigne. Okay.
That was one of my favorites too growing up. Avril Lavigne was like my shit. I like Taylor Swift too, I can't even lie.
Okay. Thanks for not lying. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Such an honest person.
Anytime.
You know what? Have you heard Avril Lavigne's new stuff that she's been doing?
I haven't heard her new stuff, but one of her newer songs I did hear, and it's pretty good. It's good still.
is.
And girl looks the same. Like
For
girl
real.
hasn't aged. Just a little scary.
For
Just a little
real.
Scary. She looks good.
What's the secret, Avril? Come on. So you and Jason brought me a couple songs that we're gonna jam today, and I think this first one, correct me if I'm wrong, Jason, this is one you guys are about to release now?
Yeah,
correct.
it's coming out the 17th.
Okay.
So literally like next weekend.
Okay. Weekend.
Next weekend.
Weekend.
You feel me?
All pun intended, you know. We on the Rip City basement right now with Tiff2icy. Yada I mean, come on now, b-boy style, bridging the gap between hip hop fanatics' demand to hear technique and today's electronic obsession. And we're about to jam it. This song's coming out next weekend. Tiff2icy, come
There's
on
a video
now.
too.
And the video? Are you
The
dropping it
video.
on the same day?
Yeah.
Oh, it's about
You're
to be
welcome.
hot. It's about to be hot. Come on, lit like Bic in this beer. Come on now. This one right here, Tiff2icy. Song's called Weekend. Check it out. Yeah, Tiff2icy. That one right there,
That's
though.
me.
That's
Come
hot.
on.
Clap, clap, clap. All the bars. You know what? So I've been DJing at this club out in Gresham lately, every Friday, and it goes up out there. I'm talking.
Gresham?
Ooh, I know. I would never.
Let me find out.
I'm telling you, like, this is the type of stuff that people go crazy to.
They need that.
And let me tell you something. I've been noticing this. I'll play a song that's popular, like Munch. What her name is?
Ice Spice.
Ice Spice. Okay, TikTok famous, right? So I expect when I play that,
Everybody's turn up,
I
right?
expect it. Here's the thing. I watch people's feet when I'm DJing. Hey, respect to Ice Spice. I get it. I get the appeal. But people aren't gigging like
moving
that.
for real?
Then I'll play a song that nobody knows, but it's actually like, you know, on some bounce that type stuff. And it don't matter if people will get up and start twerking. They'll stand up on the couches and start twerking, you know. And it tells me like that's what the sonics, the lyrics, the hype. You know what I'm saying? It's not just about the
beat
name
gotta
and the
jump,
fame. The beat
like,
gotta jump.
yeah.
And that's the type
Yeah.
of stuff that makes the girls be like, oh, hold my purse, I'm going. You know what I'm saying?
It made me do that, and that's my shit.
You feel me? It's hard not to, you know. It's really hard
Yeah.
not to. So yeah, I like that turn up. Is most of your songs that you're doing nowadays kind of on that turn up vibe, or is it?
Yeah. That's actually like one of the like more slower
That
ones
is
we
the
consider it.
slowest
That's the slowest one?
Yeah, the
Them
next
bitches
one-
is jumping the fuck.
Yeah, she said it. Come on now. That's dope. What do you think would be like your dream collaboration with another artist? Female, male, doesn't matter. But what would be like if you could right now just have somebody to be on a track with you? Who would it be?
My dream collaboration? Ooh, that's hard because I rock with a lot of female artists. Like, because female rap game is so up right now, and I love that. But I could say like my top 2 or 3. My top 2. So I don't know if you know Baby Africa. Baby Africa. She's a really fire female rapper. I would say she's definitely one of my top collabs. Rocky Bad too.
Okay.
And I also really fuck with Lil Kayla.
Lil Kayla, I've heard of her.
Yeah.
That's dope. Do you have any friends outside of Oregon that kind of does the same style or genre of music that you are going to be collaborating with in the future? Like, do you have anything like that lined up?
I mean, we talk about it. One of my friends, my homegirl's Aphrodite. She's pretty popping. We talked about doing a collab. We haven't done nothing solid yet, but I don't know. I'm just kind of seeing. I want to put this shit out and see what it does, you know, and go from there.
Okay. So Weekend is coming up. Next weekend? No.
Yeah.
Okay. Along with the video, what I want to know next is what's the vision? Not like what are we doing right now, but what's the vision that you like dream about and you picture yourself? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a difference between like, oh, what I'm capable of doing and what the next plan is, what my goal is versus, no, my vision though. You know what I'm saying? So I want to hear what Tiff's vision is.
Yeah. Big
stages, festival vibes. Where do you vision yourself going, like, future?
I mean, you kind of just said it. That's kind of what the vision is. It's really like you said, it's tours, it's big stages, it's festivals, it's rolling loud, you feel me? Because I feel like, you see me, I fit right in there. I fit right in there. I'm a new vibe too. And I feel like also like one of my goals is just like, it sounds corny, but it's like to show people, like girls like me, that if you think you can't, you can, babe. Like you can, even if you in a moment and things aren't going right now. Like look to the future and look at what you're capable of, because it feels like you get put in a box, you know, when not everything is going right and you're doing something that's not quite tangible because it's in your head. It's your dreams, you know, it's what you want to pursue. So I just feel like I want to show people like you can really pursue your dreams and you can catch that shit.
That's beautiful. I like that a lot. That's a beautiful message. Do you ever have you done any live shows here in Portland?
I've done a lot of live shows around here. Yeah. My first show I did out here was when I had one song. I only had one song, my first song I put out, and I showed it to the homie. They fuck with it. They put me on their show, and from that, I get booked. I don't even have to do nothing. Like I get booked after that.
What did you do? You just sing that same song like 4 times? I sang that
song, and they said run it back, and I did, and I told myself the first time I was going on stage, because before that, the first time I ever performed was doing the freaking national anthem at a basketball game. And I was so nervous. Oh my gosh, I almost cried. But when I was going on stage the first time and I had that one song out, I was like, if I'm nervous and this is not for me, maybe my whole life, this dream, maybe it's not for me. Because if I can't be comfortable on that stage, that's not it, you know? Because that's what the goal is in my mind, right? But when I got on that stage, I felt like I was at home. Like, wow, I felt like I was at home. Like I'm meant to be there. And I just love how I felt like I was communicating with all of the people and they was communicating with me with the body language, with the vibes. And I just loved it. I love the interaction. And from that, it just keeps going.
That's beautiful. You know, there's this saying, like, for some people it's written in the stars and for others it's written in the sand. It almost feels like this has been your calling. And once you actually were put in those positions to prove it, it's like you haven't turned back and now you're just on this wave.
Yeah. Like I always knew that shit was in me. Yeah, it's always been in me, not on me. Even though it is on me, you feel me?
She said, even though, check this out. Come on now. The drip is real. Come on now. Okay, I respect that. That's really cool. How about the national anthem? Can you still hit all those notes?
Oh, good. Probably, yeah.
That's a hard song to sing. You know,
I definitely brought it down an octave.
Okay.
I brought it down an octave, but that's
dope. Respect. Well, I know you brought us one more song that I can't wait to jam.
That's That Madness.
That Madness. Now, was this produced by YTC and Snugs as well?
Yes, it was.
Okay, so this was at Burn Money that you did this. And what was the session like for this song?
What was the session like? Did I freestyle this one? I think I did, yeah.
Jason saying
Yeah, because when I be in the booth and I'm in a vibe, he just be staying there. We just keep it going.
So Jason just keeps you in there, keep you rolling.
Yeah, and we just go.
That's awesome. All right, well, I want to play this right now, but I want you to introduce it. I want you to tell everybody right now in Portland listening on 90.7 FM What are we about to hear?
Okay, y'all, this Tiff2icy here in the cut. We about to listen to some madness rap, that turn up shit.
Dang, that surprised me. Especially from hearing the last one. You're right, Jason.
Yeah.
Like that up tempo, you know, that it's like charging. You know, it's like keeping the dance going. You know, that's
energy.
Definitely Man, that reminds me of some like Miami vibes, you know. Well,
that's crazy.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I was like, that's crazy.
When I was out in Miami, like the tempo was so much faster than what I hear on the West.
Very fast paced.
Yeah. It was like, and if you didn't have that tempo, people were like, all right, let's go sit down, you know, or let's go get a drink. It was different.
Or do something.
Yeah. But that's hot right there. I could see that being crazy in the club too. What's your favorite song that you've done so far? Do you have like something that's close to your heart, like for sentimental reasons?
I think there is this song called The Very First Time that I put out a little bit ago, and that one is really close to my heart because it's like it started out as a spoken word, and then I put it into a song. I thought that was really dope for me to see it like on a beat. And also Medicine, just because that was the first song I ever put out.
Yeah. That's dope. Do you get that same vibe nowadays that you did going in? Like, do you still get that excitement / nervousness type of like, oh, what's about to happen? Or do you go in there just more like
I'm
confident?
excited. I feel like I'd be excited. I'd be ready for it. Yeah. I feel like I was just nervous first time because I honestly wasn't nervous before. Like, it's weird for me. I don't get nervous until something is dead ass happening. Like, I'm in the moment, you know? So I'll be cool up until the moment, and I step into the mic, I'm like, oh shit.
Here we go.
Okay. But no, now I'm like, I already know how it's about to go. So I'm chilling. I'm vibing. I'm ready.
I like that. Jason, I got a question for you. What was the first thing that you saw in Tiff? Like, what made you jump out and say, yo, I want to produce for her, I want to work with her? First thing.
I mean, like before I hit her up or then after?
Yeah, before.
Before, a bunch of people said her name when I asked like who to work with around here that makes like that's kind of doing something right now. And then I listened to music. I went through all the clients we had at her studio, which is like over 150 this last year.
Wow.
And there was like 10 that made the list, and then after like looking at it, it just made sense. And then because we did a Baby Tate record, and that Baby Tate record was like kind of up the alley of what I think I wanted to kind of go for musicality wise. And then when we worked, it was like, oh yeah, no, this is too easy. Like we had a conversation this one time, we were trying to like map out like, okay, we have all this music, how are we gonna put this all together? And then we were just like stumped with like, but what else are we supposed to do? And it was like, wait, there isn't anything else to do. It's really funny that we've already done it all.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like, it's like the music's already there, the records are too easy to make, it's already like, the content's too easy to make. Everything was just like so flawlessly like, oh yeah, here, just take this recipe and go.
It was literally just like a puzzle, and you just gotta put the pieces together.
Yeah,
like it was so simple.
That's awesome.
So too easy. Yeah.
Sounds very serendipitous that you were looking for this style, and everybody was already saying her name, and then when it comes together, it's just like, okay, let's do this on repeat. Now you have probably like a formula, you know, to just get in there and knock it out. I mean, 20 songs in 1 week, or what was
2
it?
weeks.
2 weeks?
Yeah, 20 songs.
That's wild.
Like maybe 2 weeks, like 2 days or something, but still.
Yeah.
That's insane.
And yeah, again, 14 were finished.
That's insane. Tiff, I want to know what makes you different from other female rappers, not just in the city, but I'm talking on the whole, like, you know, underground artists who are coming up, you know, and shooting for that big vision like you are. What makes you different? Why should we pay attention versus somebody else who's trying to do the same thing? I want to hear what you think of yourself.
Okay. I think me, honestly, I feel like, first of all, I'm just a genuine, cool vibe from the jump. I'm always going to be the real me. I'm never going to not put somebody else on if I feel like they deserve it or if they've done something for me. I'm never going to quit, you know? I'm never going to stop. I'm always going to keep my motion going and always believe in myself. And I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. That's like a...
Put you on the spot.
Yeah, it's an on the spot question.
It's definitely authentic.
It's just, I feel like I'm just real. I just keep it real. I'm always going to be myself 100%. I've been through a lot of things like where I've had to compromise myself, especially as like a black woman. I feel like we have to settle a lot. And I just realized I'm never going to settle. I know my non-negotiables. I know what I want in life, and I know what I deserve.
Boom.
So... yeah, I know I deserve my respect at the end of the day, and I deserve it because I got my talent. I'm talented, you know, and I'm real. So yeah,
I love that, and I love your message too that you have.
And that too, I'm always gonna keep that genuine message. Like I really want to be able to put that out to people. It's like, yeah, it's all this rap shit, it's all this turn up shit, but at the end of the day, baby, believe in yourself and what you can do, and never put yourself in a fucking box, because people are going to try to, or don't try to fit in with every single aesthetic that's around you, you know? Just be you, yeah.
Be confident
Be
in
confident.
your own skin and do your thing. I love that.
Yeah.
Well, hey, off of that answer, I feel that too. You do have a genuine vibe just by talking to you.
That.
And then when we switch into the music, I don't feel like there's a character change or anything.
No.
I feel like
that's me for
really
real.
her.
I just be having fun with it.
Yeah. That's dope. Well, hey, I'm stoked that you came on the show. Please come back again, Jason.
So happy to be here.
Everybody you bring here, everybody that you're working with is top notch. So go check out Burn Money Music. If you're a recording artist in the town, it doesn't matter what genre that you're in, and you are looking for a home studio to go vibe out with, not just to use good equipment, but to be around good people who will guide you in the right direction. Go tap in with my boy Jason at Burn Money Music and his production crew, Yellow Trash Can, out here killing it.
Appreciate it, man.
For real.
Thank you, Jason. Tiff, tell everybody where we can find you online.
It's Tiff2icy, Tiff, the number 2, ICY, on Instagram and all platforms.
The song comes out this Friday.
This Friday.
Next Friday.
Yeah.
Now, am I going to be the first radio DJ to have it in rotation?
You are. You just did it, right?
We just did it, right?
Yeah. What do you mean?
Well, I'm going to keep
rotation started now.
When it drops, we're adding it to the playlist. Go check it out on Spotify. There we go. Rip City Basement, Tiff2icy, Jason from Burn Money.
Shout out Rip City Basement.
Yes, sir.
Thank
you guys. Thank you guys for coming on the show. You already know what it is, bridging the gap between hip-hop fanatics demand to hear technique and today's electronic obsession. My name is Bren Boy, B-Boy style. This next song we're going to get into right now is by Rachel Wong. The song is called Guilty Pleasure, and it's her new single, and it's going up. So go check it out on the Spotify playlist, Rip City Basement. Here we go.